Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Unity Christmas Eve service. Happy to have you here, all who are here in person, and those of you who are here online. Thank you for joining us in this sacred occasion. Now, if you can comfortably stand, please do so as we sing the first Noel.
You can be seated, thank you. I'm like, no, you. She's like, no, you. I'm like, no, you. And it was me. And so how wonderful, this is our first Christmas Eve service together. I am so glad to be here with each one of you. And so now tonight, we light the Christ candle, symbolizing the eternal light of the divine. Our sign out front says it all: be the light. This sacred flame reflects our oneness with Spirit and with one another, a reminder that we are never separate from the infinite presence of love. The light of Christ brings warmth to our hearts, illuminating the path of hope, peace, joy, and love. As we light this candle, we affirm the Christ light shines within and through us all.
Come listen, the sounds of God.
Tonight's inspirational reading it comes from the Daily Word, so you may all know exactly what I'm going to say. On Christmas Eve, I prayerfully imagine a peaceful, joyous world. The bright hope Christ brought to so many continues through the ages. Nativity scenes show shepherds, kings, and loving parents gathered to pay homage to the hope heralded by the arrival of the baby Jesus. This Christmas Eve, I pray all humankind knows the peace and joy surely felt on that long ago night. I use my longing for a better, more loving world as inspiration to put feet on my prayers, doing whatever I can, wherever I am, to keep the Christ spirit going all year long. On this sacred night, I affirm there will be peace on earth and goodwill to all. I believe in our oneness, and I trust in God through the blessed reminder given to us each holiday season.
Well, good evening again. It is so beautiful. I'm getting to see people from families that I get to see one person, so I'm like, oh, this is beautiful. Thank you for coming out tonight. Even my own child is here. I welcome you to this sacred Christmas Eve candlelight service, and tonight we're here to celebrate the eternal truth that the light of Christ welcomes all of us. This holy night reminds us that that light shines universally. Tomorrow night, our Jewish brothers and sisters will light the menorah as their story of light. On the 26th, our brothers and sisters in the African American diaspora will light their first candle of Kwanzaa. Light is the theme of this season. Light is what we all yearn for, and light is what we all can be. When we think about the story of this night, the celebration of the birth of Jesus, who would step into his Christhood, everybody was involved. Humble working class shepherds, simple laborers. They were the first to receive the angelic message. The Magi, intellectuals and seekers of wisdom, traveled great distances to come to that light. And angels, messengers of spirit, calling those of us who in the times of darkness, in the times where we can seem to be alone, to remember to rejoice. In this winter solstice season, when darkness seems to linger, there is a deep hunger for the light. These Advent candles guide us to the heart of Christmas, hope where there is despair, peace where there is chaos, joy where there is mourning, and love where there is fear. The Christ light shines as a beacon, illuminating the path of evolution, expansion, and transformation. It calls us to see beyond the things that people want to use to divide us. It calls us to embrace our shared divinity. We are one. Tonight, as we light our candles, may we remember as we embody the light that as we leave this space, to continue to be the light, to carry that light as agents of healing, agents of hope, and agents of love. Let us celebrate the light that welcomes and transforms us all. Merry Christmas, and so it is.
Everyone should have received a candle when you entered the chapel. If for some reason you didn't, please raise your hand so a greeter will bring one to you. Does everyone have their candle? All right, we're good to go. Christmas brings the light of love to each one of us. We receive the light, and then we share it with those around us. Then we go forth and share it with the world. Our candlelight process tonight sets that example. Reverend Manasseh will light the candles of the greeters. The greeters will go to each row, and the people sitting on the ends of the row, you may or may not, you can move if you want, but you can also walk to the next person. At the end of the row, we'll light the next candle. Only please hold your candle straight up and down so that when someone lights it, it doesn't drip or cause any challenges for you. And as it goes down the row, you will hold your candle straight up and down, just as I just said. Now, when we sing Silent Night, as we light our candles, we're going to, when the candles are all lighted, maybe we can, Reverend Manasseh can give you a little signal, and we will sing the last verse, one more verse of Silent Night. And on this sacred night, I affirm there will be peace on earth, goodwill to all. I believe in our oneness, and I trust in God through the blessed reminder to each of us on this holiday season, in this holiday season. So, thank you. And please don't forget, we're going to leave silently and put our candles in the container in the back.
you hold this candle, know that it represents the shining light that you are. And so as we blow them out and walk out, know that the light of who you are, of the divinity and the power that you are, shines wherever you go. And so it is.